I'm about to attempt the hardest fitness challenge on the internet. A challenge that has been called an Iron Man for your brain, designed to push you both physically and mentally. And the name of this life-changing program is...
The 75
hard challenge.
75 Hard exploded in popularity from its absolutely insane transformations and its ability to build qualities like determination, discipline, and grittiness, which, I don't know about you, but I could definitely use some more of in my life. So, 75 Hard. How hard can it be? Every day for the next 75 days, I'll have to complete 2 45-minute workouts, one of which must be outside no matter the weather. 2, drink a gallon of water every single day. 3, choose a healthy diet to stick to with absolutely no cheat meals. Oh, and no alcohol either. Read 10 pages of a nonfiction book, and finally take a progress picture every day to track your improvement. And if that wasn't hard enough, if you missed any habit on any given day, you have to start over from the beginning. So as a sign of my commitment to 75 Hard, I decided to shave my head. So even if my muscles don't grow, at least my hair will. While January 1st feels like the natural time to start a challenge like this, it's also in the dead of winter, which means it's cold and there's snow. These outdoor workouts are gonna be kind of brutal. It also makes me question, why did I shave my head? Like, why did I shave my head? My head's always gonna be cold now. I shaved my head, why? But as challenging as some of these outdoor workouts are going to be, it's my training in the gym where I'm really hoping to see some improvements. As I'm logging just 3 pull-ups for my first workout. Taking on 75 Hard, I have 2 things that I really want to get out of this experience. Starting with consistency. I want to prove to myself that I can stick to hard things no matter how difficult they are or how unmotivated I feel. And building off that goal, I also want to see improvements in my overall health. Over the past 3 months, I have been working to lose weight, and it's actually going pretty well, and I want to see if I can continue building muscle while losing fat. So to help me track this goal, I got a DEXA scan on day 1 that clocked me in at 32.4% body fat. I also took a blood test so I can track any improvements, specifically looking at my testosterone levels, which on day 1 put me in the lowest 10% for my age. So at the end of 75 Hard, I am going to retest everything to see exactly how much progress I can make. What the heck? Something about working out in the snow and in the cold, obviously it sucks, it's not comfortable, but something about it like feels good. I don't know if that makes any sense, but the workouts are getting done and I feel good, like weirdly good. And with 2 workouts a day, I should have no problem seeing results. But when you're getting in so much training every day, there are other problems I need to worry about. Ow. 2 weeks into 75 Hard, mentally I'm feeling good. Physically, on the other hand, I am tired. Like, my body's sore all the time. My lower back has been bugging me, but damn, dude. This is no joke. This is no joke. All of this training was wearing me down and increasing my risk of injury. But thankfully, I actually got some helpful advice from an unexpected source.
Today's video, we got a good one. Goal, guys, in fact, and his goal is to lose 10 pounds of fat in 50 days.
I'm nervous, man. This is Coach Greg, a popular fitness creator on YouTube. When I found out he reacted to my previous weight loss video, it was both exciting and terrifying. Because while Greg has decades of experience as a trainer and a bodybuilder, he can be a bit brutal with his reactions.
You chose that. What kind of nonsense is this? You should all be ashamed of yourself. You're all pathetic.
Okay, here we go.
And the first thing he does wrong is he starts out workout 1 too hard. He's saying how difficult he is, he's dying. If you're so exhausted that you're sitting down, you can hardly stand up, you went too hard. You wake up the next day feeling like you got ran over by a truck, you get demotivated, and you don't even train. He doesn't have to go all out, skipping rope, going crazy intense. Pace yourself. You go easy. You take your time. He could have literally gone for a 30-minute walk. Would that have been difficult? I know, for the next 50 days, I'm gonna go for a 30-minute walk every single day. Pace yourself, pace yourself, pace yourself.
So I'm realizing that as much as I want to push myself in this challenge, I have a tendency to overdo things. So I'm gonna start incorporating some walks into my outdoor workouts and some yoga into my indoor ones. I'm still gonna do jump rope. I'm still gonna lift weights. I'm just gonna reserve the weekends for low impact stuff. Just trying to make sure that I do not get injured and that this is something I can actually see through to day 75.
And with a more balanced approach, alternating strenuous workouts with less intense recovery training, things started settling into a really nice rhythm.
I just went from 3 pull-ups to 4. That may not seem like much, but that's progress.
For my diet with this challenge, I decided to stick with what I've been doing since I started trying to lose weight, which is high protein, low fat, low sugar, while maintaining a slight calorie deficit. But when it turns out you are the only person you know on a diet and you can't have any cheat meals, it starts to play with your brain. And after 30 days, I feel ready to crack.
Please tell me which best describes the habit you would like to work on today.
Breaking my diet. I want to thank Reverie for sponsoring this video. Reverie was founded by Stanford psychiatrist Dr. David Spiegel, taking his 45 years of clinical research in the field of self-hypnosis, and condensed it into customized self-hypnosis sessions to help you control your habits and reduce stress, and even change the way you think and deal with challenges in your life. Whether that's helping you focus, improving the quality of your workouts, or just quieting your mind before you fall asleep. I am currently using Reverie as a tool in this challenge when I am struggling to get myself motivated for a workout, or when I am craving a cheat meal. Simply doing a 5 to 10 minute self-hypnosis session can be an absolute game changer in keeping me from falling off with any of my 5 protocols. If you want to give Reverie a try for yourself and take better control of your thoughts and your habits, their team is offering our audience a 14-day free trial through the link below. Find out why self-hypnosis is used by top athletes, celebrity neuroscientists, and productivity gurus, so many more. Just click the link in our description for an exclusive 14-day trial. So thank you, Reverie, for sponsoring this video. Now, back to the challenge.
As of today, I am officially over halfway through 75 hard, and I am feeling good. As you can tell, it is actually nice out, which means I don't have to walk in the rain, come home soaking wet. I don't have to trudge through the snow. My life just got so much easier. I've also been going long enough now that I'm noticing improvements in my workouts, which is incredibly encouraging. I am still, however, craving a cheat meal, but I'm just trying to stay full, stay satiated so that I am not super hungry and I can just push through and make it to the end of the challenge. The biggest things that I'm noticing is that every single day, it feels like it gets just like a little bit easier. It's still hard, don't get me wrong, but I can actually feel my mindset shifting slowly but surely, which is crazy.
As for the other areas of this challenge, it turns out that drinking a gallon of water each day might actually be the worst part of this program. It also makes it hard to sit down and get anything done without having to constantly take a break. On the other side of things, I actually think taking these daily photos is kind of genius. This whole time I've only lost a few pounds, but I'm seeing noticeable change in my body from these daily photos. And these small wins are so motivating. But it also makes it a bit awkward to open my camera roll anytime I'm in public.
One of the most unexpectedly positive parts of this challenge so far has been the reading. I'm not a reader, but so far I have managed to read 3 books front to back. Not just that, but I've also listened to 4 audiobooks. But what is even cooler than all the things that I've read is what I found in one of the books that I was reading. Check it. So a book is called Hidden Potential by Adam Grant. One day I saw a video of a YouTuber who followed Steph Curry's training regimen for 2 hours a day. At the start, he made only 8% of his three-pointers. Over 50 days of deliberate play, he traveled a great distance, making 40% of those same shots. He's talking about me. He's talking about my video. I'm in this book. That really has nothing to do with 75 hard, but I just had to share that. That's so cool.
I woke up at 3 a.m. last night, which wouldn't be so bad if it was just one time, but there's been 3 nights in a row. I don't know what's up, but I cannot sleep. It feels like the last thing I want to be doing right now is walking to the gym to work out. Just feel grumpy and shitty. Yeah, just sucks.
But just as I was closing in on the end of my 75 days, my sleep was continuing to get worse, meaning I was trying to continue getting in 2 workouts on only 6 and sometimes 4 hours of sleep. It's always fun to just look at these logs and see that, yeah, you're getting worse. Yeah, so that's always fun. Can't lift as much weight as before, can't do as many reps, just feeling horrible. So yeah. Just feels like I'm hanging on, you know? Just feels like I'm hanging on.
And suddenly, so close to the end, it felt like I'd hit a wall. Going through the motions with my workouts, forcing myself to stick with the diet and reading, trying to just white knuckle it till the end. Until I realized something.
The old me would have quit by now.
Anytime that there was an excuse to avoid doing something that I did not want to do, in the past, I would always take it. Whereas now, even with lack of sleep, soreness, no motivation, I'm still showing up consistently. And that is not to say that these workouts are perfect, not by any means, but I think a bad workout is better than no workout. So did I learn to stick with hard things without giving up? Absolutely. We're at day 75 of 75 hard, folks. We have made it. I feel great. I'm so excited about the progress that I'm making, about the changes that I've seen in my body, and how I feel about myself. Like, it feels so good.
And when I got my final test back, it was clear why I was feeling so great.
So just for reference, testosterone day 1, 2.51 ng/ml. And then new results, 769.5. Oh my gosh, bro. I more than tripled my testosterone. What the heck?
My testosterone levels went from the bottom 10% for my age all the way to the top 10%.
Wow.
As for my DEXA results, in 75 days I lost 8.6 pounds of body fat while gaining just over 5 pounds of lean muscle.
That's friggin' awesome. Let's go.
Bringing my body fat percentage from 32.4% down to 27.7% in just 75 days. And that's nearly a 10% drop from where I was when I started this journey 6 months ago. And it's really starting to feel like I'm figuring out how to make these habits stick, and I'm actually really enjoying the process. And while I'm definitely going to celebrate the end of this goal, I am absolutely going to keep this momentum going. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see what fitness goals my brother and I are working towards next.
How'd that feel?
Good, yeah.
Thanks for watching.